Hi, I'm Jan Johnson. I'm here to give you a tour of the fall garden because it's a gorgeous fall October day. And why don't you follow me into the garden? Come on. First, what I'm going to show you is the fact that annual flowers are still blooming in the Northeast in end of October. So for example, this right here is white lantana, and this has been blooming consistently since end of May, beginning of June. So try to remember lantana, and it's deer resistant, and it just blooms consistently. Follow me down. We're getting ready now for the spring, and so what we're doing is planting tulip bulbs in this bed right below me. And I'm going to ask you to just look down and see the fact that I've already placed the tulips, and the variety is Queen of the Night, which is dark purple, and Apricot Impression, and the two of them together look fabulous. And you can see the little tan color, that's the bulb tone fertilizer that I use when I plant. And while we're looking at the bulbs, come over here. This is variegated boxwood, green and white leaves that stays like this all through the winter. The coldest winters, you still see the variegated boxwood. And behind it is the remnants of the summer flowers. This is called Angelonia, and it's still blooming, end of October. I don't want to take that out. Additionally, these here are pink knockout roses. They've been blooming like this all summer as well. Pink knockouts. Knockout roses are unbelievable. They always bloom. I can't not talk about the one flower that is a real eye catcher in October, which is the Montauk daisy. Montauk daisies don't look like much for the whole summer, but come October, in this part of the world, the Northeast, they look great. And on a dark October night, they just glow. They do tend to get a little messy. You kind of prune them consistently up until around 4th of July or so. And then after that, don't touch them. Okay, follow me this way. We're going up now, and I'm going to show you the Japanese maple. This is a threadleaf Japanese maple. It doesn't turn a color yet, but it will. And why don't you scan over here now? This is a pool area, swimming pool area. We've covered up the pool, but look at how those chrysanthemums just jump out at you. It helps, of course, to have a dark green backdrop to make them even more amazing. So up there, and just follow my hand, there is a slope, and you see I've placed two dark green chairs atop the slope. Now this was not a flat area at all. We created that flat area and built that little stone wall that you can see. I'm going to show you some more plants. This, as you know, is Montauk daisies, and again, they really just shine. But behind that here is the PJM rhododendron, which blooms in early spring. But they have a great fall color, don't they? And the contrast between this kind of reddish green with the Montauks looks wonderful. This is azaleas, and I believe this is Pinot Crimson. And Pinot Crimson has red flowers, but it also has wonderful red leaves. Look at that. And it's just going to get better as the season progresses. And these are our Yaku Prince or Yaku Princess rhododendrons. Now look farther up the hill up there are some wonderful evergreens. So in wintertime, the family looks up and they see the white pine backdrop, rhododendrons in the front, this fabulous dwarf white pine. Isn't this amazing? It was about 1/3 the size when I planted it. It was very small. This is called blue shag dwarf white pine. This is Sedum autumn joy. Some people call it the broccoli plant because it looks like broccoli a lot. But look at that fall color. And this is the good old Spirea gold mound. And gold mound because it has like a very lime green leaf to it. In the spring it's actually yellow. But that lime green leaf contrasted with the blue shag, white pine, and azaleas, it's wonderful. So you see that a lot of times people think that October, what's to look at in the garden? But look at all of this. I've got my evergreen yews, and then I've got what's left of the red stem dogwood. Right here, it's not a dogwood tree, but a dogwood shrub. The red stems, this is their time to show. And again, rhododendrons. And what I really want to show you, here's some more red stem dogwood. What I really would like to show you is a little bit farther down. There we go. This is called a coral bark Japanese maple, Sango Gaku. And it is very beautiful at this time of year. As you can see, those Japanese maple leaves turn yellow. But what's outstanding about this tree is that in about February, March, in this part of the world, the whole entire tree trunk and stems turn a bright red. I mean bright red. So if there's snow on the ground, what a contrast that is. But even now, the coral bark Japanese maple looks fabulous. Again, it helps to have an evergreen backdrop, doesn't it? And that is the native hemlocks in the back there, and one time beyond. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of a fall garden, and why don't you take one more scan back.